Fishing is fun, but hooking is the only way. We're gonna show you how to catch some fish today.
So hey guys, this is my weekly report for July 20th. And as you know, I've been in the tackle industry for over 30 years. I do a lot of fishing. I fish anywhere from 3 to 4 times a week. I have a lot of guides that call me and tell me what's going on. Fishermen that come in the shop want to talk about fishing. So all my reports are current. So anything that you hear me talk about, you could actually go out that week and catch them. So let's get on to this report. So it's been really hot. The hottest thing going on is the Salmon Opener. This last Saturday, the 16th, it opened up and the fishing was unbelievable. There was probably 30 guys sitting on fishing the mouth of the American, and everybody was hooked up. I got friends out there, they were calling me. They said everybody was hooking up on fish. So this friend of mine, he said he saw over 30 fish put in the boat. So I think anywhere where you had the confluences, because the dams are releasing a lot of water now, so the water temperature is a little cooler. So these fish are holding up there. So they're up in the sack and they're coming up the river from the ocean, which, by the way, the ocean has been on fire for the last month and a half. So a lot of them fish are already starting to move into the river system. So the rivers are temperatures are in the 70s. So those fish will suspend, come up the river. They don't stop, they just make their way up the river. But once they hit the confluence like the American or the Feather, they put the brakes on because the water cooled off. It probably cooled off 10 degrees and they hang around there. Well, opening day, you know, a lot of fishermen just go out just because it's the opener, and there were so many fish caught, and nice fish. These fish were in that 10 to 25 pound range. The guys were catching them on silvertrons, they were catching them on quick fish, they were catching them jigging, they were spooning for them. They were catching them every which way. I didn't hear any reports coming off the Feather, but I would bet money that the mouth of the Feather was just as chaotic. So salmon in our local area is red hot. So this Monday, I went out to the mouth of the American and I pulled up in there and got my jigging stuff out, and we started jigging, and probably within the first 45 minutes we had 2. So we're going to turn them loose. They're both good sized fish. They're probably both over 20 pounds. I think mine was a little bigger than Denise's. He's still fighting this thing.
It's a biggie.
Big fish.
He's not giving up easily.
Still taking out line.
Look at that. All my gains have been lost.
Well, at least you're having fun.
I'm having a blast. Look at that now. He's still doing it.
So the fish has been taken out. She gets in a few feet and it takes out 10.
1 step forward, 5 steps back. Got it on the Fong special.
That's right.
See what it is.
But, you know, right away we caught 2 fish right off the bat. And I saw a lot of them rolling. So there's a lot of fish in the system. I did a video on how to jig correctly. So make sure you watch the video. It'll be coming out here real shortly. Okay, here we go.
Where'd you guys catch salmon fishing?
These are salmon.
that bifocal, I think you guys both need bifocals.
So the ocean salmon, they're still catching them, but they kind of spread out. So, you know, I've been hearing good reports and some slow reports. I was out last week and it was a little bumpy out there. I'm coming out with a video here pretty soon showing how we were doing it. We were just actually trolling tray bait. Out in the ocean now, the bite, like I said, it's been sporadic, but Jay Lopes has been doing really good. He's been catching quite a few salmon still. They might have to move around a lot. And Ricky Acosta has been catching quite a few fish. And the halibut scene, last week it was kind of slow because we had so many really fast tides. So if you look at your tide charts and you see a minus tide, then I would go after salmon or something. I wouldn't really go after halibut. They like it when the tides are hardly moving. And the place to go right now has been the North Bar. So you go out the Golden Gate, get out there in 30, 40 feet of water, and they're hammering them out there when you have the right tide. So now I want to take you guys inland. The bass fishing has been crazy off the hook. They finally, you're in some post-spawn mode. So a lot of those fish that were spawning recuperated and they're starting to feed pretty heavily. Buddy of mine, Keith, was down up north and he caught some nice ones. He caught his on chatterbaits and swim baits. My nephew, Jason, he's been up north and he had about an 18-pound stringer the other day. Some of them on top water, some of them on sinkos. So the bass bite has turned on. So, you know, if you want to catch bass, now's the time to get out there and do it. Other areas around in our area. So the hottest lake right now to go catch kokanee is still Stampede. Those fish are hugging that 16-inch now. So they're good quality fish. You know, 2 to 4 guys might take you an hour to 2 hours to get a limit. Fish seem to be in that 25 to 50 foot depths. Bullard's Bar still good. New Malone has slowed down a little bit, I think because the water's getting so warm. Pardee slowed up a little bit. So I think your 2 lakes to go to will be Bullard's or Stampede. The bass fish in the lakes, berryessa is good, and I heard all the local lakes, Comanche and everywhere, people are starting to catch fish. You could throw Carolina rigs or drop shot. Don Paganelli's been up at Berryessa and Folsom. I heard Folsom has a lot of 2 to 3 pound fish. Berryessa, same thing. Top water in the morning and then go to your drop shot or your Kitex. I was up at Berryessa doing a video up there. It came out last Monday. I took my grandson perch fishing. There's not a whole lot of people doing that, and it's a lot of fun. These perch are bigger than your hand. They're excellent table fare, and they're in abundance, so you could catch a lot of them. And if you got kids or grandkids that you want to start fishing, take them up there and do it because there's a lot of action and it's a lot of fun. And then when you get home, like my grandson, he can't wait till I fry them up for him. So my tackle tip for this week is, because I was out on the Sacramento River spooning for salmon, as you'll see in the video, but there's a rule from the I-80 bridge, which is the bridge that goes to San Francisco, north, anything that's non-buoyant, meaning like a jig, that's over an ounce, you have to have a single hook. So I was out there at the mouth of the American and I'm seeing all these guys going by and you guys all got trebles. You're gonna get a ticket. So once Fishing Gang starts checking out there, you will get a ticket. So from that 80 bridge on a non-buoyant, 1 ounce or more, you have to have a single hook. And the best hook to get is a side wash. Owner and Gamakatsu both make nice side wash. So you guys need to change them hooks before you get a ticket. So those are some of the things that are going in our area, and hopefully, if you guys like this video, like the contents, hit that like, hit the subscribe. If you leave me a comment, I always get back within a few days. I try to, and hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week.
Fishing is fun, but hooking is the only way. We're gonna show you how to catch some fish today.